Alright lads, welcome back to another video. In this one, we're going to be talking about how to make endgame in arena, in normal, in tournaments. If you're a solo, a duo, trio, a squad, it doesn't matter. Even if you're team rumble, this is going to work. I'm telling you right now, it's the strategy. I spent a few days writing this down and getting this script down so I could explain it the best way possible. And it would mean a lot to me if you hit that sub button, because we're on the road to 200. We have the montage ready to upload, just waiting to hit that number. So, we're going to start the video though. Alright, if you find anything useful, you can sub by hitting the wolf logo on the bottom right of the screen. It'll bring up a sub option without even clicking off the video. So just at any point where you want to watch or you want to, find out more, hit that, finish the video, go to the channel page. We've loads of tip videos like this, man. We're trying to put out bangers. We upload every day during the week except for the weekends. We stream the weekends if there's tournaments and stuff. But look, I'll give you the information straight away. I'm not trying to promote myself too loud like I just did. So let's get on with it. So, for solos, first of all, you gotta land unnamed. In arena or tournaments, you have to land unnamed. It's pretty obvious. And the reason being you only want to land unnamed, it's not because you're gonna get uncontested or anything, but just think of it. If you land a named location, like, there's way too much loot for you to even possibly loot in solos. If you land unnamed, like, think about it. You're one player. You only need, to survive, you need maybe a full blue loadout. Okay? And you need to have 100 shields. So you only need to get 100 shields, which is a stack of minis and a big. Stacking minis and chug splashes will do the job. They'll get you there to 190. And you have to have backup heals. So you only need to carry heals and loot for one person. You need 5 slots to fill, basically. You have 5 weapon slots you see in the bottom right and your pickaxe. You need 5 to fill 5 weapon slots. That's all you need in solos. So that's why you want to land unnamed, because that's all you need to fill those 5 slots. It's all that's required. Sure, you might get better loot going like somewhere named, but you're going to get like targeted off the bat, unless you're like cracked and you really want to do that option. Like, you're literally putting RNG in your hands right there. So I would recommend landing unnamed, especially if you're playing for placement and just trying to get points in arena. That's the way to do it. Or if it's a placement heavy tournament, I would say do that as well. But for duos and trios, you want to land named location. Duos, it is possible to find like a very nice loot route, but it takes time and dedication to plan that out, get it down. And if one of you get like not third party, but like contested, it's over basically. If you get contested, one of you like, because how do I explain it? A duo loot route is a split basically. So it would combine 2 unnamed locations that you would land in solos. So you get 2 of them and you're slightly split just to get enough loot. So it's basically like 2 solos. It's like playing a solo game and then you team up after you get your loot. That's what a duo split is. But they're very hard to get like, how do I explain it, man? They're just very hard to get down and find places like that, especially on this map. But I would recommend for duos and trios, land named locations. If you want a W key, land a more popular named location and closer to the bus. If you want to play passive, go far away from the bus. Now wait, you can get this twisted. Don't go super far away. Don't go to furthest drop. Because guess what? Everybody else is thinking the same thing. Oh, let's go furthest away from the bus because nobody's going to go there. And then it ends up being stacked. So you want to go a place where it's in between the furthest and the closest. That makes sense. Somewhere in the middle that just looks weird. Look for a weird spot. Like, why would you even go there, Again, the same concept applies with duos. You're trying to, instead of fill 5 weapon slots and get 100 shield, you're trying to fill 10 weapon slots and get 200 shield. And obviously have a bit spare, but the requirement is 200 shield. So you got to think about that when you're landing. So when you go onto like lootlake.net or whatever it's called now, like Fortnite GG, because I was looking at it the other day, because I'm going to be making a video on like landing spots. We're going to break down every POI in the game, from where's the best building to land, where's the second best building to land, so that way if you get contested first building, you can go second building. I'm going to be making videos like that as well, some Bala TW type stuff, fused with a bit of Arab and maybe a bit of Speedy Gonzalez. So what's not to like. So like, for example, we're gonna land Dirty Docks in most of our tournaments, or Sweaty, as you can see. Sweaty is very hard to explain right now, and this is not what the video is about, so I'll explain that in another one. But like, right, with duos and trios, you either have to fill 10 or 15 slots, like I just said, okay? And that means you have to collect 300 shield or 200 shield. 300 shield's a lot. You cannot do that in an unnamed location, so you need to land somewhere named but low key. That's why we picked Pleasant. And you need to have an eye. I'll be doing videos on all this shit, man, on how to explain, like, how to know if somewhere is going to be dead or stacked. It's very easy to know once you figure it out. but nobody talks about it. Okay, pros don't want you to know these tips, so nobody talks about it. So for first and second zone, you want to focus on rotating to dead side, like you can see us doing here. We've rotated all the way down to Slurpee. Same game, by the way. Don't ask how we do it. We took the zip line, out of, in the middle. You go across the Weeping Woods. That's how we got down to dead side. We're gonna clean this team up that just rebooted in the background. Okay, you see how this sets us up. Now we do make second, I think, in this game, or fifth. Could be fifth. But we were just playing, messing around and stuff. It was our first game on, so we didn't want to go too W key and have bad vibes for the night. But we played dead side and we get a free pick out of it because, again, people have that mindset. It's like, oh, why would anybody be down there? Let's go down to the bottom of the map and reboot. So we end up, teammate actually snipes him out of the car and we end up getting the picks here. We get them all, I'm pretty sure. But you can see how rotating dead side, we can take this fight. Because who else is going to be down there, Nobody else is thinking like us. Well, theoretically. So we're all down there. We're going ham. We don't mind going to max height in that corner of the map because nobody's going to see us. So that's when you go for good fights. Is on edge zone. Not edge zone. Like, I mean edge map edge zone. Like on the dead side. Because nobody else is over there. If you do that middle of the map, like you are going to get smoked. Everyone is going to see you going to max height. So you have to be aware of that. And that's how you get third partied all the time. It's not just random the way a team rolls up. They see you. They hear you. In that corner, who's going to hear us? Who's going to see us? There's thousands of trees from Weeping Woods. Nobody is going to see us. Okay. While rotating, try and stay between edge zone and center. This way you avoid W gears. So see the way we are right now. We are like edge. But we know we need to move in. So we start moving into Weeping Woods. If we stay on that edge, sure, it's fine because it's dead side. But we might get targeted going to the next zone. So where we are right now, if we were to box up here, it would be perfect. Because we're not edge. We're not center. We're in the, like if you know geography, the way you have the mantle, part of the world where it's just full of lava, part of the earth. So you have like your core, which is dead center. You have the crust, which is that white line on the outside. And then you have the mantle, which is everything between center and the very edge. So you want to get that down. Like even where we are right now is not a bad place. We have a team, that's why I don't mind pushing because it's good position for us. But we got too aggressive and went into the building. And then another team was able to hear us, see what we were doing, and they said they seen the same thing we seen going into this fight, and it's like, oh, we can just come and sit on the roof. That's what I was doing here. But we realized we needed to take the fight because they were getting real aggressive, and we heard other teams. So I made the judgment call as an IGL to take this fight. It did get us killed, but it got us a shit ton of points, and we already had placement, so it was worth it. If we had played passive, sure, we could have got the win. But again, playing passive all the time isn't the best idea because you don't learn. We learned from this, and we played really well. If you want, I'm actually going to leave you with the gameplay, and you can hear us communicate before we die. And we had great comms, a lot of great building, and we actually, it was literally just like a scrim war, like peace control wars the whole way through. So I'm going to leave you with that. And hopefully I helped. I'll review the tips really quickly. Play dead side. As a solo, land unnamed. As a duo or trio, land unnamed. But try and get it so it's a far spot away from the bus. Not the furthest, not the closest, somewhere in the middle. People aren't really thinking of those spots. I will, like I said, be doing videos reviewing like POIs and getting their chest spawns and which building's the most overpowered, which way you should rotate out of there, depending on zone. I will be doing all that over here. Make sure you hit that sub button. I'm going to leave you with the last like 2 minutes of gameplay if you want to watch it. And I hope you enjoy. Make sure you hit that sub button too.
Yeah, I know. Oh my god, I walked it.
Oh, somehow that did not hit me. I'm holding for you.
Go, get back.
He hit that, yeah. I got up. No, I got hit while I was going up. Eat minis. I'm above you. Funny shields.
That was my wall. Right here.
I'll spray it. You claim that, Connor, yeah?
Go.
Flip it.
Cracked.
Need that siphon ASAP.
Dead.
Got a siphon. Right, the box. He went up.
Come. Sky here on me.
Yeah.
Give me that gold sniper.
On us again.
Yeah, come. Which that was awful.
Yeah.
Can't for some reason. Go.
I'm gonna go out and crank on him.
Till it move. Yeah.
Another team,
Oh,
another
you just
team.
shot me in a box with him. X.
Go for siphon.
I need something.
Another team. I need you to edit me out here.
Nothing is mining.
Hold on, I'm breaking this out,
Break it back. Yeah. Go.
Kill him.
There was stoppers on my body. With minis.
Well, I didn't count. Any meds?
Floppers on my body. I've got a big pot for you.
Quick.
And that's it.
They're coming in.
They're coming in. So, it's got it. We got a zone. Time rounds. No.
I can go for it. Oh no, shit.
Boy.
I would have made it.